Mi gente, how are you tonight? Huh? Excited, excited, exciting. Today I have a wonderful guest tonight. My guest for tonight is freestyle artist Angela. How are you, lady? Welcome.
Thank you. I'm well, thank you. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. People are starting to join in. Yeah.
Uh,
Angela,
yes.
tell us about you. Tell us about your freestyle music. We want to know everything. How did it start? How did you start in singing freestyle?
Um. Wow. I used to listen to freestyle in the '80s. I was a kid, but I was always interested in music. But when the freestyle came out, I was listening to, oh my gosh, so many artists. Expose. I was listening to Niobe.
Niobe.
Yes,
Remember that
she's a
song?
sweetie.
Please don't go.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Um, I was listening to a lot, oh my god, I'm just trying to think. TKA, they
TKA.
came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first song I heard was One Way Love.
One Way Love.
Yes, and then I heard one of my best friends, Maria Respeto, the original Giggles, Love Letter,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to listen to that a lot. And I listened to her music, Judy Torres, Cynthia, Nyasia, Johnny O, Caro. Oh my God! I just
Angela.
all the yeah.
When did you decide? When was that moment that you said, you know what, I want to record a freestyle track?
Okay, when I was younger, I wanted to do I wrote a freestyle song called "Where Did All Your Love Go." Unfortunately, because I didn't fit the image or the criteria at that time, they wanted slimmer women. I was rejected. It wasn't like I didn't have the talent. People said I had talent. I just, lose weight, you don't have that look. So I gave it up, went to college, got my degrees. Then I was in a coma. When I came out of that coma, a couple of years later, I decided I'm going to sing again. Because fortunately, the trach did not destroy my vocals. So I went and wrote this song called Standing on My Own.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about my personal experience surviving domestic violence. And it was something for people to understand that there's a way out. You can get out.
Mm-hmm.
Either you can run, but fortunately, in my case, I was able to leave.
Wow.
And I wrote about it, and I'm like, I deserve better. I shouldn't be called names, anything that's derogative to me. I want to be respected and loved like a woman needs to be or should be.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes both ways because men get abused too.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the machismo attitude, men are embarrassed to say they were in that type of relationship.
It's really bad that something like that happens to anyone. Nothing like that should ever happen to anyone. Domestic violence and all that stuff. But freestyle gave you the opportunity, because freestyle is one of those genres that gives you the opportunity to express yourself out of everything that you're feeling. So freestyle it's such a diversity in the feelings of good and in your bad feelings too. You can express yourself, so an unfortunate event, something happened to you that domestic violence, and then you took refuge in writing, and then and this is where your freestyle comes out.
Mm-hmm. I love writing. I've been writing since I was 8, like stories, and the teachers recognized I had a gift for that. But I started writing songs when I was 12, when the hip hop was really in, because I don't know about you, but I grew up with Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow, Houdini, oh my God, there's so many, Grandmaster Flash. So I was into the hip hop too.
Angela, let me ask you a question, because you at this particular moment you're in Houston, right? In Texas?
No, I'm towards Austin. I'm like an hour from Austin,
Okay, you're
Texas.
in Texas. So, but you was not born in Texas. You're from?
I was born in Hartford and raised in New York.
You was born in Hartford, Connecticut, and raised in New
Yes,
York.
yes.
Wow,
I just left New York 2 years ago.
that's real nice. Oye, dime una cosa. Esto. So when was the first time that you went to a studio? When was the first time that you said, well, I'm gonna record. I'm gonna, when was the first time that you started recording?
Well, first time I was 20, I went and recorded Where Did All Our Love Go? But unfortunately, nobody, again, because I was so heavy, they weren't interested. But the second time I decided to do it, I spoke with a couple of artists. They suggested Artie Rodriguez, and I sent him a cappella of my voice and my music and how I wanted it, and we worked together lovely. It was great. It was an awesome experience. He didn't judge. He made sure my song came out awesome. He's a perfectionist when it comes to recording.
So your first producer is Artie.
Yes,
He's your producer.
my first real producer is Artie. I mean, when I was in the studio before, these were people who were trying to become producers. But Artie was the first producer, well-known producer I worked with.
Angela, and so where do we see, where can we hear your music?
You can hear me. I'm on YouTube, but I'm also have my songs in CD Baby. That's for people who want to support me in my career. I have both songs, Lonely and Standing on My Own, on CD Baby, on Spotify. There's other websites I cannot remember, but yeah, they're there.
Okay. So the name of the songs, Lonely?
Yes, Lonely and Standing on My Own, which is the one about the domestic violence.
Domestic violence. Standing on My Own by Angela E. That's the information that we have to click on YouTube in order to hear it.
Yeah.
And then if you want to purchase it, then you're all over the place, and all the wherever they sell music.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool, because that's the idea. The idea is that we do this freestyle talk, and the idea is to network, and so people can know exactly where, to hear the artists, where they at, the song, and and support and download it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I see that you have a concert soon. You're gonna be performing soon.
Yes. I'm gonna be performing at Teller's nightclub, and I have the opportunity to share the stage with Troy Guy and Lucy Love of Desire. It's really an honor because I remember me listening to their music forevermore, and it was awesome. I really, I was happy that I get the opportunity to share with legends such as Desire, Coro, Nyasia, Sammy C. I was able to share the stage with them during shows.
That's cool.
And yeah, I was really honored to meet them, and they were very humble artists. I enjoyed them. And I actually recently met Julio Mena at a show, and a new artist. She's coming out. Her name is Jennifer B. And I was able to see Aki Star perform. It was really good.
Did you see Aki?
I saw Aki Star.
Aki Star is an amazing performer.
He is. He's really, really good.
Yes, I've seen. I've seen so many artists. Perform, and Aki is a very unique artist. So when is your next show?
The next show is on March 23rd at Teller's nightclub in Austin. And that's the show where I'll be sharing the stage with Desire and Troy Guy.
March 23rd. If you are in the area of Austin, Texas, March 23rd, there's going to be a freestyle event. Please, yeah.
So I hope everybody who's in the area can come and join us, have a good time, great music. And, you get to meet artists, especially Desire and Troy Guy. And, take pictures, and we have
Take
fun.
pictures and have fun, yeah, and celebrate the genre, celebrate the music, you know. So what are you writing now? What are you up to? What are you writing? What's for the future for you? What's your freestyle future looking like, girl?
Right now, I have quite a few songs written. I just got to get down back to New York and work with Artie. And I'm going to also work with Andrea Martin on another track. And we're going to take it from there. The songs are interesting. It's not the typical freestyle or the EDM freestyle. It's going to be something that's going to be positive. But I may do something that may be like legendary or traditional with freestyle, like a love song. But right now I'm working on what I have, and then later on I'll decide what else I'm going to be writing.
A love song, like a
Maybe later on.
what, like a ballad, like a slow jam.
I could do that. But basically, what I'm so used to doing like uppity beats, but I would do a ballad. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Something different.
Do you sing in Spanish too?
Uh, well, I am Latina, but my Spanish is not the best.
Mm-hmm.
But I wrote a little something in Spanish, but I have to really practice to get it right because my main language is English.
Mm-hmm.
Like the story I say is that my dad tried to teach me Spanish when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
but I refused, and now I regret it. But I have a little something to get by with. Like if somebody is lost or need directions or they don't speak no English, I can get by
You
and get over whatever.
Por aquí no, allí, papa. You can definitely give them direction to go home and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's broken, but they get it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, because as I was saying, I've been saying this to all the artists. If we're gonna go in the studio and record a song, and most of us speak some Spanish or can at least deliver a song, why not make a Spanish version for the song? Because we have a lot of freestyle enthusiasts all over, the Latin America, and
Yeah.
I've been speaking to them, and they say we're willing to play the music over here, but we don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? We only love the beat, but we would love to hear, because remember, songs are stuff that is constantly dedicated to another person. The words are dedicated. So a lot of people don't know how to express themselves. So sometimes people use songs in order to get a message across to their sentimental partner, and we do that through the words. So, so that's the idea. The idea is to make those words really cool, really nice, and, get that message across, because if you don't know how to express yourself, let Angela E. and her freestyle rock it, for example, like for example, like what you did with this song, with the domestic violence song. What's the name of it again?
Standing on my own.
On Your Own.
Standing on my own.
Standing on Your Own by Angela E. Tell us a little bit about that story. So you unfortunately you were, a victim of domestic violence.
I was. It was. Oh God. I'm gonna say this.
Say it.
If you're in a relationship and you're not feeling loved, or you're feeling hurt, or your partner's constantly putting you down, saying nasty things and negative things, it's get out, because it's not going to get any better. And they'll start by play fighting, then they'll really hit you. You got to be very careful. I learned as I got older what to look for, because they do display signs right away. But women, we don't know. We want love. We want to be in a family, in a good relationship. That's what we're seeking. But, we don't look for the danger signs, but now I can spot it in a few.
Angela.
Like this thing. Huh?
Angela, what's the symptoms, the first symptoms of that something like this is going to happen?
Okay, well, One of the things I picked up, if a guy's kind of arrogant, he puts down women and uses the B word a lot for women. That's not good.
That's not good.
If he talks about his ex all the time and how bad she was to him and he plays the victim, that's another sign.
Right.
Let's see. I'm just trying to think. Selfishness is another sign. It's just certain, that the behavior, their body movement,
Angela,
how they, yes.
we have a one of our guests here, one of our commenting saying that controlling she says controlling.
Definitely. Absolutely. They do control. They will control your money. They will take you, will not allow you to see your family because he has this, he knows that they will try to get the victim away from him. And family who, love their child are going to try to take their son or daughter out of that relationship because it's not healthy. Definitely controlling, of course, hitting. It's like, it's very bad. And you know what? Unfortunately, kids who see that will grow up to think it's normal. Kids who witness that, because I worked in a group with domestic violence batterers, and a lot of them said, my dad did it to my mom.
Wow.
Yep.
What's your background? Where are you from?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican?
I have some Dominican blood in me. I have some European blood in me. I got Taíno blood in me.
¿Y tú canta bachata y merengue y eso?
Nah. I love it.
You love it?
I love it, but I can't sing it.
You can't sing it, but you can dance it.
Yeah, if you teach me.
I'll teach you, Mama. Mama, let me ask you a question. And you miss Hartford? Because you're far away from home.
Yeah, I mean, I went back and forth to Hartford as a child. My grandmother's no longer here, but it was. I mean, I went back over in the winter, like in November. I was there. I was there in Connecticut in Danbury for 6 weeks, and I went to see my friend DJ Edo. He's in Hartford. It was all right. I mean, but yeah, I missed the area because a lot of my friends are in New York. And my producer's in New York, and a lot of people who are my good friends are in New York. So yeah, but I met some good people here too. I met Jessica Lozano. She's from JL Promotions. She's a good friend of mine. I met the Plowboys. And I watched them perform. It was great. I had an opportunity to go to Houston. I met a good friend of mine, Bobby Balderas. He's the awesome DJ. He's a great friend. I met people, and I met Benny Lozano and Victor Garcia, and they are the ones who are putting out the show on March 23rd at Tellers, and they're great people.
So you freestyle networking out there.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool because because that's the idea. The idea is to network, and that way the community they know the avenues to take us and perform in different parts of the nation wherever the freestyle community is. Which we're all over the place.
Yes, I even performed in El Paso. Ruben Gonzalez, Wicked One. Awesome person. Moises, he's an artist. He was great. He performed. I met a great DJ out there his name is David Madrid. He's a very nice person. He's a friend of mine. They're all friends. They're wonderful people. The people I came across in Texas are great. I'm not saying everybody's perfect, but the people I came across were very good to me, and they treated me like an artist.
That's cool.
And that's what I like.
We love that you out there, that that you're freestyle, you're networking, and paving the way for other future freestyle artists and connecting with, promoters and stuff like that, so we can make the process of artists performing in different parts of the nation, a much easier process.
Yes.
And it happens through like a move that you made. You physically move out there, so you're literally in physical contact with all these people, and that's gonna help everyone. you know.
And the strangest thing is I came across people, I can even give an example, Benny Gonzalez and Bruni De Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Bruni's been wonderful to me. She's always looked out for me. My first promoters were Jose Ramos and Jadi Santiago. They treated me well, and I was able to meet other people such as Suave. And let's see, I'm just trying to think. There's so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea Martin. I'm Rebecca. She's great, and I'm congratulating her on her new song. Awesome. She's great.
Angela, Mama, tell us about the beginning. Tell us about when we first started this interview. You were saying about what, the Sugar Hill Gang, and tell us about those days where you were with. We want to hear about that.
Well, when I was young, I was listening to, because that was my father's thing. He loved listening to old school hip hop. Well, at that time it was hip hop. He loved the Sugar Hill Gang, and he used to listen to that, and I started liking it. And Curtis Blow and Houdini. I like Houdini. They're one of my favorites. Grandmaster Flash, because I used to go out a lot to a skating rink in Brooklyn, and we used to hear this stuff besides, all the breakdance music. But we used to listen to, oh my goodness, there's another one, Herb Jackson. Oh my God. They also did hip hop, and it was wonderful. Planet Patrol, because my memory's shot. Planet Patrol, I used to listen to them. Yes. Listen to them. Soul Sonic Force with African Bambaataa.
Mm-hmm.
Then, the gangster rap I was kind of not into.
Right.
But I listened to some of it, but I was mostly into than the freestyle more
Angela,
than the hip hop.
Who is the first freestyle artist that you remember? Who? Who's the first?
Well,
the first,
I don't know if she's considered freestyle, but it was Shannon.
Shannon. Yeah, most definitely. Shannon.
Shannon was the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shannon.
And then
Niobe.
Yeah. Then Expose. Giggles. TKA. All of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the beginning of freestyle. You know what I'm saying? That was like the That was the the beginning of it. And then
yes.
Later I would say that when like Little Susie started with her stuff, that's when it really was like identified. You know what I'm saying? Like that era right there. But
that was in the 90s. Yeah, definitely. Like in the 90s, even Cynthia was out there, and Johnny O was still out there in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They were out there in the 80s and 90s, and so was Maria and Judy Torres and TKA. They all were out there. And we even had other artists that, didn't quite get up or not known or recognized, such as Nicole Daniels with Forever, and Leah Marquis with Take the Time, and I forgot her other song, Dreams. And there was a lot of Metropolitan songs that were out there. But because it was no longer on the radio, people were not really knowing who they were unless they were underground.
Thank you for that info, because that's the idea of the show. The idea of the show is of not only this show, but the idea of social media is to look, because it already happened. We can use social media to look and celebrate people who had the collaboration in freestyle, and they're underground, and not everyone from the community have heard their music. So it's up to us to say, right, so and so sang this. You can look at it over here. You can hear it, because so many people have sang the freestyle genre, So that's the idea. The idea is for us to inform the freestyle family, the freestyle community, of who is who and who sang what, So that this is one of the reasons why I do this particular segment here, Freestyle Talk, so we can inform people, So what's before we go, what's the name of your two songs?
My first song is Standing on My Own.
Standing on My Own by Angela E.
Yes, and the second one is Lonely.
Lonely. Yeah, the second one is the first one. The
The
first you
the
record.
first one, the first record was Standing on My Own.
Standing on My Own.
The second one is Lonely. I'm trying to get out to New York this summer, and I'm gonna record some more and bring some new music to the table.
With Artie?
Definitely with Artie.
Definitely with Artie. You know, I'm really proud of Artie because, you know, I've been saying in the interviews, you know, in the very first 5, you know, freestyle producers, his name pops up all over the place. Artie, yeah. You know, immediately. So
he's a wonderful person.
Yeah.
He's very mellow. He's very humble, and I have a lot of respect for him. And I'm also going to be working with Andrea Martin because she produces as well, and I'm going to do one track with her. And hopefully this will be done in a couple of weeks.
Andrea, she produces?
Andrea Martin, yes, she does produce.
I gotta get an interview with her.
Oh, she's great too.
No.
She's a sweetie too. A lot of these artists, you know, are, you know, we write or we produce. Mm-hmm. But, you know, again, I work with people I trust.
Angela.
Yes.
Charlie Gentry said, "Great song, Standing on My Own."
Oh, thank you, Shirley. She's a very good supporter of mine. She supported my shirts. I was selling Standing on My Own t-shirts. Mm-hmm. And what happened, I took the money that I made from the shirts and I went and purchased toys and donated them to a domestic violence shelter.
That's real cool.
Well, you know, they need, you know, they're not home. They're homeless. They're living with other people they don't know. They deserve to have a Christmas. Mm-hmm. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the shirts and I'm taking the donations and I'm making Mother's Day baskets for the women in the domestic violence shelter. So I want to put like little toiletries, like shampoo, mm-hmm. maybe a perfume, you know, little things to make them feel good, to make them, because, you know, their self-esteem was ripped from them during the relationship. So I feel that would be a little therapeutic for them to get some of that back. Angela, so they could feel good about themselves.
Angela, so Angel Perales said, "I love," and he's Andrea. Yeah.
Yes. She is really a sweet person.
Very nice, very nice. So I want to be able to inform everyone who is in Austin, Texas, what's the date that we're going to see you on stage in Austin, Texas?
March 23rd.
Okay. March 23rd, if you are in the area of Austin, Texas, or near Austin, Texas, and you want to see a rockin' freestyle show, okay, who's going to be in the show?
It's Troy Guy and Lucy Love from Desire, mm-hmm. and myself.
And you. That's really good. So how do people can contact someone in order to, you know, if they want to purchase tickets or, you know?
They can ask me and I can relate it to Benny Lozano.
Okay, so just
mm-hmm. They can ask me and I can connect them, because I wasn't sure if he put a website up yet or where to get it, but you can purchase the tickets early. They're on sale. Charlie
said right here, "I have information on this if anyone is interested in helping Angela." So so yeah, you know, there's a few people that if you're interested in going to the show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So that's the idea. The idea is to inform everyone that March 23rd, there's a freestyle celebration going on in Austin, Texas, you know, and if you're there, you know, that's the spot. That's where you need to go and celebrate our music.
Thank you.
Okay, so my friends, thank you so much, and thank you for giving me, you know, this interview. And whenever you have some info, you know, and when we're getting closer to the March 23rd, I want you to, you know, come back and, you know, so we can say some, you know, a few words, you know, about this, you know, about the show. So thank you so much for being, you know, for coming on the show, you know.
Thank you for having me. I'm very honored. Thank you. I do appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. And viva freestyle, viva la música, viva el amor. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.